Let's talk about a major controversy today. Actor Siddharth has stoked a big controversy. Once again, a tweet tweeted out by Siddharth in response to badminton player Saina Nehwal's tweet has created an uproar over Twitter. Many social media users have objected to the actor's tweet, calling it sexist, crass, harassing. He took to social media, took a jibe by Nehwal. He said, "Shuttlecock champion of the world, thank God we have protectors of India." After the outrage, the actor clarified that the comment was not a vulgar jibe that he made against the ace shuttler. He claimed he was referring to the phrase cock and bull. He said reading it otherwise is unfair and misleading. He added nothing disrespectful was intended, said or insinuated. This comes after Saina Nehwal posted a tweet in reference to Prime Minister Modi's convoy security breach in Punjab's Firozpur on the 5th of January. She had condemned the security lapse and said, "No nation can claim itself to be safe if the security of the Prime Minister gets compromised." The National Commission for Women, meanwhile, has written to the DGP of Maharashtra to investigate this matter and register an FIR. The Commission has said this comment is misogynist and outrageous. It has also asked Twitter to block his account and take action against him. Well, it's a big controversy again that we're talking about that has been generated by Karnataka Congress chief, who is once again seen flouting norms in the name of the Meghdatu Padyatra. This time he risked the life of children amid the huge surge in the number of cases and the pandemic, the raging pandemic. He was seen with school children without maintaining social distancing and without masks, as is evident in these pictures that we have access. It's for the viewers to judge then who is callous. He was allegedly engaging children in the Congress's Padyatra, which again is questionable, pandemic or no pandemic. Earlier, Shiv Kumar refused to get tested after flouting COVID norms during the first day of the Meghdatu Padyatra. He also attacked the Chief Minister, saying that nobody could touch him. Meanwhile, an FIR has been registered against Shiv Kumar, Siddaramaiah and Mallikarjun Kharge for flouting these norms. Congress has been carrying out the Meghdatu Padyatra amid the pandemic. BJP has taken a dig at the Congress and said that on day one of the Padyatra, DK Shiv Kumar slipped near the river. Then Siddaramaiah returned halfway through the Yatra and the KPCC president was walking on the roads without any balance.
ಆ ನೋಟಿಸು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾದಂಥ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. 144 ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದವರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದವ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್
ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಪಾದಯಾತ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೂ ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾರು ಕಾನೂನು ಉಲ್ಲಂಘನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗೂ ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಕ್ರಮ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೇಸ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೇಸ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅದು ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಖಂಡಿತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೀಡರ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾರೋ ಪಚ್ಚಾವರತ್ರ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ಲಿ, ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಂತ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರೋದ್ರ ಓಡಾಡ್ಲಿ, ಏನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು? ಏನ್ ನಾನು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯು ಕಮ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್, ನೀವೇನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ADC, ನನಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಫೈನ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? You can't compel me. I know the law of this land. Tell your Home Minister, I'm perfect. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೋಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೋ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೋ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೋ. ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. 15 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ತೂಪಾಟ ಈ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂಚೂರು ಜಗ್ಗಿದ್ದೀನಾ?
Listening to what the Karnataka Congress chief earlier said on the COVID cases and the Padyatra.
Since I announced a Padyatra 3 months back, now you go to Ramnagaram, you go to Bangalore, not even a single death, no patient is in ICU. In order to block this Padyatra, they have done 144 section, they have given curfew. They have said that there will be no functions, all functions, and the weekends they have banned it. We are launching the program on 9 to 19. So they have, on the Sunday itself, they have made a curfew. This is a curfew. This is not a COVID curfew. This is a BJP curfew. No cases are there. They are just creating. They want the number. They are hiking the number. No COVID here. Simply they are hiking the number. Who are coming? They are just harassing people. They are collecting more than 3,000 rupees per visitor who is entering Karnataka.
Supreme Court today cracked the whip on the Prime Minister's security breach case. The court has formed a panel now to investigate this matter. The probe panel will consist of Chandigarh DGP, IG, NIA, ADGP Security of Punjab and a High Court Registrar General. The panel is going to be headed by a retired Supreme Court judge. Supreme Court ordered to stop all current inquiries in this matter and put out all show cause notice on hold. The court has also wrapped the central government over the issue of show cause notices. It has said the show cause notice was contradictory. The Chief Justice of India also has told the centre that it should not show, as if the court was not concerned about this entire matter. During the hearing, the centre and the Punjab government alleged that there is a political move behind this case and it did not expect a fair probe from the centre. The Punjab government also alleged that the show cause notice was sent to intimidate Punjab government officials. Centres argued that Punjab violated the Prime Minister's security blue book and the DGP failed to protect the Prime Minister as the crowd was just at 100 meters from the Prime Minister. News just coming in. Let's go straight to that. Saina Nehwal has responded to actor Siddharth's subtle cock tweet. Saina has said, "I'm not sure what he meant. I used to like him as an actor, but this was not nice. He can express himself with better words, but I guess it's Twitter and you remain noticed with such words and comments. If the security of the Prime Minister of India is an issue, then I'm not sure what is really secure in this country." Saina Nehwal now has tweeted out, India's mission booster has begun. Under the third leg of India's vaccination drive, health and frontline workers along with comorbids above the age of 60 are being jabbed. At least 2.6 crore frontline workers, 6 crore comorbids above the age of 60 will receive the third dose. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai launched the precaution dose of frontline workers and persons above the age of 60 at the Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Medical College in Bengaluru. Comorbids can take booster doses after the doctor's advice, but no prescription is needed or no proof really is needed. The precautionary dose will be the same as the earlier dose. Most importantly, it is not compulsory to register on the COVID portal. Those eligible can directly take an appointment or walk into any vaccination center. The booster campaign, December, assumes significance as the country is witnessing massive surge in COVID infections now once again.
जो वैक्सीन अबो 60 ईयर्स का है और केस के लिए है वो पूरा तैयारी है. मोर देन 40 लाख वैक्सीनेशन स्टाफ वर्कआउट किया है. उस पे लगा रहे हैं. कोटेशन भी हो रहा है. 15 और 18 का ऑलरेडी 15 लाख वैक्सीनेशन किया है. ये आज चालू हो गया है. अभी अब ये भी हम यशस्वी करेंगे. हमारा पहला डोज 99% हो गया है. सेकेंड डोज 82% हो गया है. इसलिए वैक्सीनेशन में कर्नाटका सबसे
फ्रंट लाइन सेकंड लाइन जो वर्कर है उसकी करीबन मेरे हिसाब से और जो एक अंदाजित अनुमानित आंकड़ा है वो 33 लाख है. उसके ऊपर जो दूसरे कोमोर्बिड और 60 प्लस पेशेंट्स है उनका भी जो वैक्सीनेशन करना आज से चालू किया गया है. और मुझे उम्मीद है कि लोग अब वैक्सीनेशन के लिए बहुत सीरियस हो गए. जैसे मैंने बताया कि पहले और दूसरे डोज में बहुत अंतराल नहीं है.
कोविड का फैलाव हो रहा है. जिन लोगों ने वैक्सीनेशन लिया है उन्हें लंग इन्फेक्शन नहीं हो रहा है. जो वैक्सीनेशन नहीं करवाए थे उन्हीं की तकलीफ बढ़ रही है. इसीलिए सभी लोगों से विनती करते हैं हम कि आपका अगर पहला डोज नहीं है तो भी आप लें. सेकंड डोज आपका ड्यू है वो लगवाएं. बूस्टर डोज ड्यू है वो लगवाएं ताकि कोविड की लड़ाई में हम सब जीत पाएं.
The booster dose drive in the state of Tamil Nadu has been initiated by the Chief Minister, and we have the Health Secretary. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir. So, how many people have been identified to be eligible for the booster dose in the state?
See, the healthcare workers roughly around 5.68 lakh and 65 lakhs, 9.78 lakh frontline workers, and roughly around 20 lakh of the 1.04 crore elderly population. Of course, subject to their having taken the dose. For the healthcare workers and the frontline workers, most of them have time eligibility is there. With regard to elders, we are looking at their time eligibility and allowing them. So that's around 20 lakhs. So roughly it is 29 plus 5, around 35 lakhs.
The booster dose is being given to people who have taken the first and second dose. One. Number two is this is for 60 plus population. One. Number two is it is for healthcare workers. Number three, it is for frontline workers, which includes the civic bodies and the police. Physical triaging and physical inspection of their premises, etc. is being done. But if the number of cases increases beyond a certain number, in that case, the government will have to take a call.
बूस्टर डोज भी लगना चाहिए एकदम। इस समय सब इतनी कोविड क्षेत्र है तो जरूरी तो बहुत है।
वो अपना शरीर के अच्छा लगता है, यानी ये संजोग समय प्रमाणे लेना चाहिए, कोई इत्तेक नहीं होती है उसमें।
सारे जो हमारे कोरोना वॉरियर हैं, खासकर जो डॉक्टर और पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ है, इनकी मैं बहुत तारीफ करता हूँ। यही ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करता हूँ, बाबे वाली माता से इनको और ताकत दे ताकि और ये लोगों की सेवा कर सकें।
All right, now as India begins administering booster doses to frontline workers and senior citizens, let's take a look at the ground report from various cities.
At vaccine centres across the national capital, those who are above the age of 60 and are comorbid have stepped out to take their third and precautionary doses. This also includes those who are healthcare workers as well as frontline workers who have taken their vaccine 9 months prior, which means the second dose has to have a gap of 9 months, and now they will be eligible for the third and precautionary doses. So these are people sitting at the RML Hospital Centre waiting for their turn to get vaccinated. Remember that the government has started this drive in the light of growing cases of the coronavirus as well as Omicron cases that have led to a big surge in the number of people who are testing positive.
As the Omicron cases increase in India, from today booster dose have been given to the people who is eligible for booster dose. For that, some categories has been chosen. First, the category is the frontline warriors who has been fighting with COVID and protecting the people. They are the first category who will get the booster dose. The second category is the people about 60 plus, who is the major people who needs to be get vaccinated fully. The main thing is that we are at the NESCO COVID Center right now, and people are coming here in clusters. People are very much excited to get vaccinated and get the booster jab. Probably 500 to 550 people had come and they had been vaccinated. In that, senior citizen is included. With that, some of the frontline warriors are also included. This is the vaccination center, and in which the people are getting vaccinated. This is units has been made to prepare everything properly and to get the jabs very easily. So this is all the preparation has been made by the centers, and people are very excited. They had been here. It's been more than 2.5 hours, and probably 500 to 550 people has been vaccinated with the booster dose, and people are still waiting here to get their chance. And by the time they have to wait here, by the time they will get their chance, and after that when they will be called, they'll go and they'll have their booster jab. With cameraman Nitin Varne, Parasdama, India Today.
गुजरात में हेल्थ वर्कर और फ्रंट लाइन वर्कर को मिलाकर करीब 6 लाख से ज्यादा लोग हैं जिनको ये प्रिकॉशन डोज जो है वो दिया जाएगा, जिसके लिए यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं जो रजिस्ट्रेशन है फ्रंट लाइन वर्कर्स उनका यहाँ पे चल रहा है। अहमदाबाद के सिविल अस्पताल में इस वक्त हम मौजूद है, जहाँ पे वैक्सीनेशन जो है वो शुरू हो चुका है। फिलहाल रजिस्ट्रेशन किया जा रहा है, साथ ही जो सीनियर सिटीजन है वो भी यहाँ पे पहुंच रहे हैं, उनका भी वैक्सीनेशन जो है वो जो तीसरा प्रिकॉशन डोज है वो शुरू हो चुका है। यहाँ पे आपको दिखाते हैं कि जो मेन फ्रंट लाइन वर्कर है, क्योंकि तीसरी लहर की दस्तक पे हम लोग हैं और हर रोज जिस तरीके से हजारों की तादाद में देश में मामले सामने आ रहे हैं कोरोना के, ओमिक्रॉन के, तो वैसे में जो फ्रंट लाइन वर्कर्स है उनके लिए ये तीसरा जो डोज है वो काफी महत्वपूर्ण माना जा रहा है।
There is a big challenge for the West Bengal government, which is that right now 40% of the population still has to get the second dose of the vaccine. So that is one challenge that is there for the West Bengal government. However, others who are eligible to take the vaccine, those who have a gap of 9 months between the second dose of vaccine and till today, can go forward and take the vaccine. Those who are senior citizens and those with comorbidities. So private centers also are gearing up with more information, and those who want to go in to take this vaccine, some of them can walk in, but in some cases they have to register on the CoWIN website before taking the booster shot. So people still trying to get in more information, while the primary healthcare centers too are trying to see how they can step forward to help people.
In the state of Tamil Nadu so far, 35.5 lakh people have been identified to be eligible for the booster dose, that is the third dose, and their senior citizen couple are also getting their vaccines in front of the Chief Minister. When it comes to Tamil Nadu so far, nearly 20 lakh plus people have been identified in the above 60 category, and 9.5 lakh people from health workers and nearly 6 lakh people from frontline workers have been identified. We're also inside this auditorium. As I said, the Chief Minister has once again requested the public to get the vaccine as early as possible, because in the state of Tamil Nadu, the number of positivity, the case positivity rate is increasing rapidly. In fact, if we have to take from 31st of December to current period, that is 10th of January, the number has gone from nearly 1,000 positive cases per day to close to 13,000, and of which nearly 50% is from the city of Chennai alone. That's the reason the state government has gone ahead. The night curfew has been imposed, and not just that, Sunday total curfew was also imposed. And amidst all this, the health department is requesting the public to get the vaccine as early as possible, because the health department claims that once a vaccination is the people who get the vaccine both doses, they seem to have a higher chance of fighting COVID-19. And this was the vaccine drive that was initiated by the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in the state of Tamil Nadu. With Vijay Divyan, Pramod Madhav, for you today.